riding on this one. Getting into the first game right away here. Going to be the Zoo of Yulsic going off against the Druid of Flurry here.
Yeah, you can see that probably both players are eyeing the Rogue from Flurry in this overall matchup because of how much it struggles against almost every single deck that Yulsic brought. So keep an eye out for that, but for now we're going to see a little bit of a different matchup. A lot of players have been pretty vocal about how they don't like Yulsic's Zoo Warlock with the Demon Fire, but when you can plop some demons down on turn 1 and buff them up on turn 2, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it seems pretty strong right here. Just get both of those 1-drops out onto the field, and then you're almost guaranteed to get one of them demon fired up into a 3/5, which is essentially a 4-drop here. And then you have 3 draws for your turn 3 play.
Indeed. And the question here is whether or not he wants to just play both of these demons in case one gets removed. He still has a target for demon fire, but then he's essentially making it so that he's going to discard that Soulfire relatively likely. So he's going to go ahead and coin out both of these. I think this is the right play, even though his hand's going to be a little bit awkward afterwards. This guarantees that he gets a blazing fast start.
Right. The issue, obviously, with Soulfire, you discard a card, but it's just so mitigated. Even when you discard a good card, just the fact that you're able to cycle it out is very, very nice. And we see the response from Flurry saying, you know what, I'll just try to get a good trade, but let Lizzie know, oh, he's just going to go for the Wrath as well, but still going to be kind of punished here by the Demon Fire. Yeah,
that's a very, I don't even want to call it aggressive.
Aggressive defense, basically.
Aggressive defense. I don't necessarily know if I agree with that. Maybe I'd like to see one extra draw before he went with that Wrath play. If Demon Fire's in the hand, which would be what would punish him, then he pretty much is in a bad position anyway. So I guess that's what's going through his mind. He's trying to set up the trade on the 1/3 in the best possible way that he can.
Right. The issue with the Druid is that there's reasons why there's ramp in the deck, right? Because so many things are so expensive, including what's in Flurry's hand right now. And if he had possibly waited another turn, he could have gone for the Innervate onto the Emperor on turn 4. But now he's sitting there without anything to do unless he picks up something off the top.
Yes. Even if he kept on that Innervate, he still wouldn't have had anything to play on this turn, even with Innervate. So that's something to note. But that's a lot of discard mechanics in the hand, and since his Malcasar's Imp is gone, he's going to have some awkward turns in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, that's the one silver lining here for Flurry. Was able to get rid of that Malcasar's Imp. Paid a pretty big price for it, but at least you're not cycling if you're Yulsic. But, you know, Yulsic, I feel like you can just kind of play this Imp King boss, go face again. You're not really getting punished by much here, and you're just, you know, banking in that damage turn after turn. Oh, he's going to go for the tap.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this better because it reduces the chance that you discard your Doom Guard as early as possible in the game, so your hand doesn't get even more awkward as the game goes on. And, you know, he still got the lead. He realized that Flurry had a bad turn, so he might as well try and get that out of the way now before it becomes an even bigger problem later in the game.
Speaking of awkward turns.
Oh, yeah. Hero power pass.
And after committing to an attack onto the Voidwalker last turn, he just goes ahead and, you know what, I don't feel like taking 3 damage this turn.
And Yulsic's got to be thinking, what the heck is in his hand if he has not played anything?
Yulsic's probably thinking, ah, noob, you used your Innervate already.
Yeah.
But finally, Flurry can do something. I think that we're going to be seeing some mana ramp instead of drawing cards here.
I think he has to.
Yeah.
But then again, what do you... I mean, I guess he's going to be able to ramp into pretty much anything he wants next turn.
Ramping into Yogg eventually.
Yeah, ramping into Yogg a little bit quicker than he normally would, but I think it might even be just too much damage for him to be able to take.
Yeah, he might just die pretty soon here.
Yeah, and he's definitely okay with giving up this damage because that's an impossible board to deal with if you're a Druid.
Yeah, and Yulsic is putting in the read that there's no Innervate Yogg because if there was an Innervate, why would he not have used it already?
Yeah.
And that's just going to